Hey guys, how are you? Thanks for having us.
Good, good. Did you do the capture when you joined the main chat?
Did we do the capture?
Yeah, when you joined the main chat.
I'm not sure. I didn't log on to it. Let me find out.
Because you'll otherwise you'll get booted after 5 minutes if you've not done that. I can set you up as an admin. That'll probably work. Also, I think there was feedback on your mic there. So if we mute our mics when each person's speaking, then should come through clearly.
Okay, yeah, cool.
Just let me set you up as an admin, and then you won't get booted. There we go. I've set you up as admin, so it should be fine now. Is there anyone else we need to unmute, Geek, or we're just speaking to you today?
It's just myself. I'm here with Sophia. She's one of the team as well. So we're both in the same office.
Okay, great. We'll give it another minute, get everyone into the VC, and then I'll start the recording, introduce you, and we can go into the
Awesome.
Geek project. Okay, if you're ready, Geek, I can start the recording, introduce you, we can go into the Geek project.
Good to go.
Okay, yeah, and if you just mute your mic when I'm speaking, and then I'll mute mine, because I think some feedback on your end coming through the headset. Okay, welcome to the Wellcoin Talk community. I'm Glenn, your host. Today we're joining us Geek, and to speak about his Geek microgan. Yeah, we've got lots to talk about today: the Geek protocol, the Geek chain, DeFi products, Geek NFT cards, social fi, and lots more. So yeah, stay tuned for that. But first, can we start with your background and experience, microgan?
Yeah, sure. So, I mean, first of all, just want to say thanks very much for having us here, and thanks for everybody for getting involved and joining into the AMA today. It means loads to us to have this space to allow people to kind of and try and create a bit of a safer space for investors to avoid people getting wrecked, and helping people to kind of have the opportunity to get better understandings of the products and the projects that we've got going on. So yeah, first of all, just kind of wanted to say that. You know, we're really keen to try and bring some value to the investors as well. So to kind of talk about the project, first of all, so Geek Protocol. My name is Harry. I'm the co-founder here at Geek Protocol. So to give you a bit of background about myself, I started getting into blockchain in around 2015. At this time, I first kind of learned what Bitcoin was, and it completely changed my life for the better. And then during that, I kind of continued to develop my life to the crypto space, and then raised capital for investing into crypto startups at seed and private sale rounds. Then in 2017, I became really interested in the kind of DeFi industry. The initial ideas about building Geek Protocol were developed back then. But then the market, I didn't really think was ready for DeFi. And then in 2020, everything kind of started to fall into place. And I realized that I could create a product that would really impact the DeFi and NFT space, and then really improve the crypto space in general. So in terms of Geek Protocol, I'm responsible for strategic development, economic development, and then kind of the overall vision of the project. And then a bit about kind of our team as well. So we've got a big team that is behind us. We've got a total of 30 people that are in the company, and then we've got a really core team of 6 people And then today I'm joined by Sophia. Sophia is also the co-founder and CVO. So a bit of info about Sophia. So she's got over 7 years of experience in the startup environment. She's in charge of our daily internal operations at Geek Protocol in order to kind of ensure that we have the vision and mission statement of the Geek Protocol ecosystem, and making sure that we're achieving everything that we're saying we're going to do. And dealing with our users worldwide and making sure that everyone has the access to DeFi and NFT products and all of the different services. So kind of based on the sort of insights and knowledge that we've all gained over the last few months, we've decided to create this project. We really want to try and make some history and create a huge bit of hype behind this. You know, we've got a bunch of our team members who've got really technical backgrounds. Most of them work in some leading IT companies, and so what that allows us to do is build the utilities ourselves from the get. Now, some of the other kind of members of the team, we've got some leaders, the CMO, the COO, and the product manager. They're all really capable and enthusiastic. So, you know, our whole team is very experienced. They've worked on a number of different projects in the past. They understand the process of how projects work and how to make projects successful. We're all really, really hyped up, and we really, really believe that this project is going to be massive. We feel very, very confident in it. So yeah, thank you.
Thank you for the introduction, Michael. So maybe we can start with the Geek chain. I know it's got a lot of multiple programming languages, so it's very accessible for developers, and users can mine Geek coins on the Geek chain. Can we go into details for community investors about that?
Yeah, sure. So Geek chain is a decentralized proof of transaction and delegated proof of stake consensus protocol. It's designed to allow users to mine the Geek coins while they execute a series of DeFi and NFT transactions all on the protocol. Now, a secondary layer of the interoperable blockchain is kind of designed to serve as like a bridge and unifying solution that's going to help deliver the values and the opportunities of DeFi, NFTs, and then other suites of products and solutions that are available in different blockchain protocols, but into the single blockchain application, kind of the sake of achieving some higher transaction throughput, cheaper fees, and then having this network of communities as well. So Geek chain brings this kind of simplicity and ease of use to the developing DeFi market, which in its current state, I think it kind of remains a bit hamstrung by some really high network fees and transaction times. So Geek chain is really going to make it easier for people to spend with lower transaction costs. So when you make transactions on the Geek chain, you're also going to earn the platform's native Geek token. So this kind of functions as a utility token and then allows users to transact and stake or just simply hold the asset in their wallet.
And is it a layer 1 or a layer 2?
It's a layer 1.
Okay, great. And so you've also got the Geek protocol that consists of multifunctional dApps. What type of dApps are you developing over there? And it's bridging together with the entire DeFi network.
So we're going to I'll run through a bit of kind of basic information then about kind of Geek protocol, and it's going to consist of like a multifunctional dApps and kind of the architecture. They're going to work together to build a robust ecosystem, which again is going to make it easier and simpler for new investors and traders to use decentralized finance on the blockchain. So the potential of blockchain in the future is still really, really high, and we still have a lot of confidence in it. So we see that as kind of the most important and essential thing right now, particularly in the bear market. Is what we want to do is kind of popularize, learn, and kind of cultivate knowledge for old users, but then also we really, really want to focus on new users coming into the crypto world, because we really believe that, particularly in how the market is at the moment, we need to find new ways to attract people and educate people on the crypto world, because it is very, very intimidating, I think, when people first get into it. Another kind of part of it is the majority of the kind of existing financial markets have got a number of key problems. The need to trust third parties, high costs that are driven by rent-seeking intermediaries, the presence of organizations and structures that act as gatekeepers and censors and so on, the availability of products and sort of style innovation. So Geek is a protocol that's for decentralized trading and the execution of financial products. It's designed for fully automated end-to-end margin trading on open public networks, secured with the proof of stake. So kind of the kind of novel incentivization scheme is kind of leveraging the dynamic liquidity of the marketplace to solve the problem of attracting and then allocating market making resources. So permissionless innovation is kind of enabled by the smart products, which allows anyone to create the products and propose new markets and then work in tandem with decentralized risk management to kind of enable the safe trading of the kind of complex instruments there. So Geek protocol integrates the Chainlink VRF to kind of Geek's NFT platform. And then the most advanced sort of DeFi and NFT ecosystem is going to integrate Chainlink variable random function to it as well. And then, so in terms of kind of the products that we have on the Geek network, they can reference practically any underlying price or other data feed. So it's going to allow all the users to sort of define and trade a wide range of different instruments across the full spectrum of global markets. The cross-chain settlement means that the protocol is blockchain agnostic and it allows trades to settle in any crypto asset on a supported chain. So it's kind of paving the way for physically settling and cash settling products as a commodity and asset tokenization, which is going to kind of become a bit more widespread. And then we've also added, so kind of one of the biggest parts of the project is we've added a kind of gamified learning. So the gamified learning is a program that we're aiming for it to kind of integrate the game mechanics into the learning process. So it's mainly used for kind of motivating people to learn, but also for them to make money in the process and have kind of fun and enjoyable time. So what we've got is we have something called the Geek Quiz, which is a learn-to-earn protocol, where basically all users can make money whilst they're learning. So Geek Quiz is going to combine this kind of really rapidly growing play-to-earn concept with crypto knowledge. So you can have a massive opportunity for new quiz-to-earn approaches, which are going to both transform kind of the edtech and blockchain sectors. So Geek Quiz is kind of a quiz-to-earn game that is going to reside on the BSC, and then users, when they're playing the game, will receive rewards in Geek Gold when they play the quiz game. And then all the quizzes are going to be related to crypto and blockchain. So what we're aiming to do with this, like I was saying before about introducing new people into the crypto sphere, what we're going to be doing is kind of spreading awareness, giving people lessons, and people can really get up to speed on crypto technology, new developments in crypto, and kind of the latest trends that are going on.
That's great, McGrogan. Yeah, you're building for new investors, coming into crypto as we go mainstream over the next few years. That's going to be great for them to be able to do the quizzes. How long are the quizzes? How many questions do you get? And sort of how many are you planning to do? Are you going to do 10, 20 and then roll out hundreds of quizzes?
Well, we've already got, so far we've written, or we will have about 10,000 different questions. That's what we're aiming for. Right. So there's going to be a whole host of questions, and it's dependent on where you are. So even if you're brand new to crypto, or if you're a crypto pro or whatever, there are going to be questions that will be suitable for all different types of user.
Sounds great. And you've also got the social aspect with Geek University. What's happening around the Geek University?
Yeah, so the university is it's kind of be a kind of fusion of kind of the social side of things, and but what we really kind of want to do is, you know, no one's ever kind of mastering the kind of crypto world and blockchain, but what we really want to do is educate a whole host of people, and they can either look at um, they can either look at uh, they can basically get involved at the start, look at the Geek University thing, where there's going to be a whole range of different topics, again, from very basic to more complex. And then, we're recognizing that kind of newcomers to the industry and the profession are, they frequently have a lot of discouragement with getting involved on various different projects and not knowing enough about it. So our guides are going to be, the Geek University guides are going to be specifically designed for anyone who's interested in learning about crypto or blockchain, or generally, Web3 business. And then, there's going to be information on market analysis and lessons, and there'll even be altcoin comparisons on there as well.
Okay, great, McGrogan. And yeah, so are you going to have like where you can read smart contracts, where you can beginning developers can write contracts for the Geek University?
Yeah, so on the Geek University, you only learn some knowledge about the information about cryptos, like what Bitcoins, what information about comparison altcoin or chart analysis. And for developers, we have a side page for developer only, and who want to sign for developers, we will have some virtual library for them to investigate in and learning something from there. And also we have some chat group on Discord and Telegrams for like developers to talk and discuss about their problems and everything else.
I see. And you're also going to have the Geek NFT cards. I think one of the utilities attached to that is yield farming. How much will it cost for investors to buy the Geek NFT cards? And I think there's one or two series planned around that NFT cards.
Sure. Okay, so a little bit about the NFTs. First thing that we want to focus on learn and earn, which is why we have the NFT for in-game. And everyone that join our game will have 2 free NFTs to play in our game. And people will use our Geek Gold to upgrade their NFTs, and that NFT will be used for in-game. But if anyone wants to sell it on other platform, then of course they can sell it on like Tofu NFTs or OpenSea. But mostly our NFTs are used for in-game. And on holidays or like special events, we will launch some NFT badge for those special days. Yeah, that's only about the NFTs, because we don't want to for selling. We want people to learn and people to know more about crypto and what it is, and just want them to gain more knowledge.
Definitely, that's great. Like before, for new investors to education and resources, as we expand into the mainstream, is hugely vital, important for crypto. So hats off to you that you're going to educate people and bring them up to speed, with regards to everything in crypto, because I imagine crypto is the future myself. So yeah, even the Bank of England and the USA and Europe are looking to do, whether it's good or bad, their own digital currencies as well in the future. That's quite advanced. So going to the DeFi products, you've got Geek Lend and Geek Swap. Can we go into details for community investors around how the Geek Lend and Geek Swap works?
Yeah, so Geekland is one of the products for DeFi 2.0 of our Geek protocols. And about the Geekland, so it will be a platform for crypto lending, and Geekland will release the stable coins to that pegged to the fiat currency valuation. So basically, we will launch our stable coins and we will use them for lending. And Geekland will also offer interest to user who provide liquidity to other DeFi apps through our Geek protocols. And about the Geek swap, so of course it's still a part of our D5, and this Geek swap has cross-chain decentralized exchange that will use our Geek chain technologies. So it's similar to other DEX when it comes to crypto swap and providing liquidities, but it has some extra features such as the on-chain order books and margin and future books, which in the future we want to focus on like future trading or anything else on the Gig swap. And also for Gig swap, the apps for Gig swap will be launched later. But firstly, you can try to use our swap on the Gig Quiz app, which is you can swap the Gig Gold token into into the Gig token for gaining and selling them on any other exchange.
Okay, great. And going back to the Geek chain, what sort of stage are we at there? Is it on the test net? Have developers been coming forward and trying out the Geek chain and giving feedback?
Yeah, so basically, so Geek chain is a Geek chain use the delegated proof of stake consensus, and it is a second layer interoperable blockchains, and we aim for a higher transaction throughput and cheaper fees, and we focus on making it a network for the communities. So for Geek chains, we will launch Geek chain along with the Geek bridge, which people can bridge tokens from other chains like the BSC chains to the Geek chains and trading and developing on our chains.
Okay, so yeah, going into the Geek tokenomics for investors, how that works, the breakdown of it.
Yeah, sure. So kind of tokenomics and taxes then. So we've got 26% for the pre-sale, 15% for liquidity, 24.6% for the reward pool. The SEX listing is 19%, 5% partners, 5% marketing and advisors, 4% for the team, and 0.5% for airdrops. So all of the tokens are locked and vested for quite some time, and then liquidity is going to be locked for 1 year. And then in terms of the taxes, it's just 2% buy and sell. So and then we're going to be using the taxes there, which are going to be used for kind of marketing and development for ourselves.
Okay, I see. And will there be now attached to the token? Going to be a governance token where investors have voting rights?
I'm sorry, what did you say at the start? Then it just broke up.
Will the Geek token be a governance token? Will it be a DAO with investors having voting rights?
Sorry, we couldn't catch up with that.
It might be feedback from your mic if you mute your mic, and then you'll maybe hear it because I've got some feedback in my headset. It was about the Geek token, if it's going to be a governance token with a DAO with voting rights for investors.
Yeah, so for DAO and voting, we haven't considered it yet, but of course, in the future, we will expand our ecosystem and maybe we'll consider for DAO and voting.
Yeah, I see. And what's planned around what stage are we at for investors? Are we up to pre-sale? Has there been a private sale? How can investors get involved?
Yeah, so the pre-sale's live at the moment. We have got just over 24 hours to go. We've got 24 hours and 6 minutes to go. So we had the soft cap was 50 BNB, and we are currently at 104 BNB. So yeah, everything's going in a really positive way. We've had a couple of AMAs already, and everyone's been there's been a lot of hype already over it. So yeah, we're really confident. The team here is buzzing about how everything's going, and yeah, we're really confident about how things are going to look by the remaining sort of 24 hours. There is no private sale, so yeah, it's just pink sale. So yeah, we're really pumped. And yeah, like I say, everyone who's involved here, you've got 24 hours basically, and that would be the pre-sale of.
Okay, great. Well, I think we're going to have you an admin, so you can actually post that in the chat. We have the chat locked. If you want to give a link to the pre-sale, we normally have it attached to the socials, but I don't see it there. So yeah, if people want to check out I think there's 24 hours to go on the pre-sale. If McGregor can put that in the main chat, that'd be great as we're talking now. So let's go into the marketing. What's the marketing plans going forward over the next quarter? How are you going to promote the Geek protocol and the Geek project and token?
Yeah, so we've got some really exciting market plans coming up. You know, we think this is a huge and very important part of it. So we're going to partner with a bunch of major Telegram channels, YouTubers, TikTokers. Of course, continue doing AMA sessions, organizing events and giveaways, which we think are really important and good ways to reach a wider audience. We're going to partner with some key opinion leaders who've got some high engagement on Telegram, and then they're able to kind of spread the word of the product really quickly. We've also got some events that are going to create some tangible experiences for the potential customers, and we think that these types of things are really going to help to sort of build trust and confidence for people. So we're also going to be having some giveaways. We always think giveaways, giving things away is always a great way to attract people and get people excited about your brand and get your name out there. So yeah, we think with some of these tactics that we've got, we're really hoping to reach a kind of larger and more diverse audience. And like we were saying before, is that we're really kind of wanting to try and focus on getting new people involved with the industry as well. So what that means is, of course, there's going to be more money in the crypto world, which means there's going to be higher sales, and overall, it's going to be higher customer satisfaction for everybody who's got involved with the project. So all the utilities are complete at the moment. We really want to focus on the learn to earn side of things. So the Geek Quiz and the Geek Quiz app and the Geek University are kind of the main focus of what we're going to be having running soon. And then that'll be followed by the Geek Wallet in a short amount of time. And then we'll complete the Geek Chain and kind of all the other DeFi features. But yeah, of course, everyone who's listening, follow us on all of the socials pages and check out the website and whatnot, because this is where you're going to be finding out about all of the new announcements as things develop.
Okay, great, McGrogan. And what are you doing around partnerships? So you're looking to branch out, and as you're heavily focused on educational resources for new crypto investors, are you looking at companies and projects in that area?
I'm sorry, could you ask that question again?
Yeah, I was asking about partnership you're building up in the crypto space, and as you we discussed, you've got educational resources for new crypto investors, so you're looking to branch out and partnership with people in that area.
Yeah, so for partnerships, we only, after the listing of our app, then we want to find some partnership with some new projects that want to spread the awareness about their projects, or like giving some information about their projects. Then we will have some partnership with those projects, and maybe they will prepare some questions, and we will have some quiz to earn games for our user to play and to learn more about the projects. So that is for the partnerships based on our further utilities expense. And about the partnership, marketing partnership, as Harry has mentioned, we focus on collaborating with some Telegram KOLs and YouTubers and TikTokers, and of course Twitters. And basically, we want to marketing on as many social platform as possible.
Okay, great. I've had a few questions that were left by people who couldn't join the VC in the community today, so I'll ask them, and then we can go to live questions if anyone has got their hand up also. So they were asking about the information, how it's organised, so that things that are learned. You know, you're actually learning about crypto with the educational resources. So how do these things learn so they're not too disorganized? Because most Web3 learning platforms have the same limitations when it comes to this.
Yeah, so for the Web3 platforms, not only we have the Geek Quiz app, we have the Geek Universities, which we will put our the informations of every crypto chains, every knowledge about crypto there, so people can learn over there. And then when they have enough of the informations, they can bring those informations to our game app to play, and based on that, they can earn some rewards.
Okay, great. Let's go to questions. Let's see, Venice, you got a question? Small team, go ahead.
Yeah, thank you so much, Glenn. I have a couple of the questions for Geek Protocol team. So I read that with NFT aggregator, think there's some feedback coming, or
Cool.
okay.
Yeah, it should come through better. There you go, Venice.
Yeah. Okay, now it's better, I think. I read that with NFT aggregator, protocol users will be able to earn Geek tokens every time they make a completed NFT transaction on the app. So I think it is possible that people keep on sending the same NFT to their own other addresses to earn more Geek tokens. So how do you plan to restrict this kind of activity, or is it possible to just send the same kind of NFT to other addresses of a same person to earn more Geek tokens?
Oh yes, so in the process of developing the economic models, our team has some mechanism to fight the inflations. So Geek always focus on creating more value to the tokens. So we want to attract outside cash flow with some special features, as we have mentioned before. So we believe that based on that, the Geek protocol will make different, and we want to attract more users to us. And by that, yeah, so even if people can receive the Geek tokens, we will have enough of the cash flows, the income.
Yeah, I understand it, but I think you didn't actually get my question. I was saying that I read that with NFT aggregator, people can just earn Geek tokens while completing their NFT transactions on the app. So I was saying that it is possible that people keep on sending their NFTs to themselves on their other wallet addresses to earn more Geek tokens. So how do you plan to check this kind of activity?
Yeah, so we will have the exact number of the tokens that will be reward for like sending and transactions, but it will be small amounts, not big, but the more that our chain gains more transaction outputs, then the bigger our chain is, and by that we think that yeah, we can look forward to a bigger ecosystem, a higher ecosystem, which is why, of course, the number of rewards for like transactions, it's just a small amount, and it will not affect the whole thing.
Okay, understood. And as NFTs can speed up the mining power, so what is the difference if someone combine multiple NFTs to speed up the mining as compared to combining these NFTs and get a unique NFT card to increase the mining power? So what is the basic difference between both of the scenarios?
Okay, so for the mining and NFT mining, and we have levels. The levels for you to upgrade your NFTs, and up to now we only have 3 levels. And the higher the level of the NFT, you will mine, the more Gigo you will mine, and you cannot just mix 2 NFTs and you can make a larger one. We have set up rules, and right now we only have like 3 stages of NFTs for you to upgrade, and in the future there will be more stages, and yeah, we will expand it more. And for the NFT badge that we have written in the white paper, you will use that NFT badge to upgrade the next levels. And we will not tell this right now, but that's all the thing I can say about the NFT badge. And for the NFT in the games, right now only have 2 stages, and as long as you play more and you earn more Gigo, then you can upgrade your NFT in game. And yeah, that's all.
Okay, understood. And I'm also curious to know that can people use a rented NFT to increase the mining power? I read people can lease or rent their NFTs as well. So can they use the rented NFTs to increase the mining power?
Okay, so each person FG is their own properties, and so when you enter our game, you will get free NFTs, 2 free NFTs, and you will use that NFT as your in-game asset. Which, if you want to play mining game, you will need a shovels, and you will need a ship. So yeah, if people don't want to play, then maybe they can sell it for people who want to buy, but even if you have 2 shovel, two ships, then you just go with the normal way, like you only use one, and we will base on our game mechanism, and we will not use the selling one, because I have already said we focus on learning. We're not selling anything. So we want people to gain knowledge, and based on that, we don't want focus too much on like profit in our game.
Okay, and for the geek quiz, are people in control of the topics that for which topic they want to perform the quiz, or the quiz will be randomly selected for all the topics they have been studying or educating?
Yeah, so for the Geek quiz, all topics will be related. So question will be randomly, but it will be based on Bitcoin, Web3s, consensus, NFTs, or even crypto slang. Everything else, everything in the cryptos, like history about cryptos, history about Bitcoin, we all put it into the quizzes. And of course, you cannot choose which topic you will play, but it will be mixed questions.
Okay, it's completely understandable. And will there be any geek quiz game scenario that people get some kind of dummy tokens to trade on the dummy D app and apply their learnings to decide what they need to do after doing their analysis on the chart, or investing their dummy tokens so that they can get to learn about a specific scenario?
Sorry, I couldn't catch up with this question at all.
Yeah, I'll just repeat this question in a summarized way. I'm saying that is there any game scenario that people get some kind of dummy tokens? Like if someone if someone is learning about the charts and how they can invest in certain coin from your platform, and they need to test this knowledge, so they won't be using real money to test this knowledge on a coin or on any exchange. So will there be any game scenario where they can just try dummy tokens, or they are given with dummy coins to check the knowledge on the D app or in the game?
Yeah, maybe we will discuss about it more. Maybe we'll put it in the Geek University, but on our Geek Quiz app, the question will be mixed to make it more transparent, more equal for all peoples. Because maybe when people understand too much about one topics, and at that time that one person will earn more money than other people, then it will not be fair. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand that. I understand that. It's not what I was asking for, but I understand the part you are saying. So I'll just go with my another question. As you have plans to offer service to businesses, developers, and individuals, so I'm curious to know about the businesses that are looking to expand. So could you please explain how will they get benefits out from your platform, and if they are trying to reach out to specific type of audience, then how will you help them reach their targeted audience, because you will have variety of users using your platform? So how would you just help businesses to reach out that specific targeted audience they want to?
Okay, I understand. So, the first thing I want to say is that we will not use our user informations to sell them to any other businesses. What we aim is that we want to provide the service that make up a bridge between users and the business that they want to advertise their projects on our game, on our game app. Then we will have some partnership with them, and we will share some news informations or something that user didn't know about that projects. Then we will try to bring those information into quizzes and put the quizzes into our game. So we want to, of course, we want to like make both users and business get benefits. So the benefits for businesses is that they can marketing on our app, and for users they can gain money from learning about that business. So that is only way that we will collaborate or like having businesses with other company outside there. And yeah, we will not use their information selling or anything.
Okay, that's really great. And as you guys are trying to educate users, but I think still there's a big gap between non-crypto and crypto users. So how will you onboard non-crypto users that don't even know about crypto space?
Okay, I understand your question. So for right now, we only have the old user, which is crypto investors. But we have something called a referral, which is they can refer to their friends, their families, and theirs on their social network like Facebook, Instagrams, and they're gonna gain money from referring. And by that, we focus on expanding our customers. We want to focus on the non-crypto customers, and yeah, we think that that way we can gain more users. And of course, our quizzes is very simple and easy. So people like not non-user investors, maybe they try in our games and maybe they get interest, and more people will come and play our game.
Okay, understandable. And I also want to know about the Geek University. I have another question about Geek University, that uh, do you guys have any plan to also have different kind of professional courses that people can educate and get their assessments, so that they can get a certification in form of the NFT that can be traded on the marketplace, or if they get a certification they can show around to other people and might get a job on the education uh, they have been uh, they have been getting from Geek.
Yeah, so for the Geek universities, right now we mainly focus on spreading the information about cryptos. But yeah, we considering your opinions was very exciting, and we think that yeah, maybe in the future we will gain more. We will want to receiving more ideas from other peoples, and maybe we maybe have some competitions or contests that we will have we will spread out some certifications and but right now only focus on spreading what we think that is authentic and what is real about the crypto market and yeah, so we have search researches on those topics, and then we will post it up on our Geek University.
Okay, and
I think Dennis cuts out there. Yeah, I was also for the question. If you're looking to do sort of live educational where people can ask us, designers and all sorts in the crypto space, questions and video courses. Did you get that question?
Sorry, no.
Okay. Yeah, it was just if you're looking to do like live streams with people that can educate around developing and around crypto graphic designing, so there'd be like live streams where people could ask questions and YouTube sort of tutorial videos as well.
Oh yeah, so okay, I understand that. Yeah. Of course, in the future we'll have some tutorials. We will have some platform for uh, as we have built in our protocols. We have a page for developers to use, and the Geek universities. Maybe in the future we'll have some AMA sessions. We will have some. Seminars, and we'll have some tutorials on how to play our games, or like spreading some more informations about the crypto market at that time, or anything else. Yeah, that is how the Geek universities will expand.
Okay, I see. Let's move to Taya. Got a question for the Geek Protocol team. Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you, Glenn. Okay, so I want to know that what amount of G Gold in-game token is equal to, let's say, 1 Geek token, and what is the conversion ratio?
So the ratio will be 1 Geek token will be equal to 1,000 Geek gold.
Okay, okay, got it. And do the players have to answer correctly all the questions in order to get the reward, or they will be getting the reward if they answer few questions correct as well?
Okay, so there are 3 modes in the games. Uh, the first mode is Geeks versus Geek. So this mode you can play with other players, and the players there will be 20 questions in that mode, and the players that answer the most correct question will earn the reward. And the second mode will be Geek versus Bot, which is our machine. So there's each time on this mode, you can play as many times as you want, but you will need to finish all questions, and each time will be 10 questions. And as long as you finish the 10 questions, you can fail many times, but as long as you finish 10 correct questions, you will earn the amount of Geek Gold. And the third mode is called special sessions. On this mode, you can only fail 3 times. If you fail more than 3 times, you will not earn the rewards. And you can play only 1 time in 1 day, which is it will be on for 24 hours. And if you play, then you have to wait for another 24 hours to play.
I see. But before we move
Okay,
on to
got it.
the next question, because I think there's feedback, if you can just press the mute button, so your mic goes blue on the PC for the Geek team, and then when Syed asks his question, yeah, you've muted it. That's great. So it'll come through clear then for everyone.
Okay, so moving to my next question. So it's mentioned on your white paper that the G Gold can be redeemed from some of the selected cryptocurrencies. So I was wondering that which cryptocurrencies can be redeemed and what will be the, you already mentioned the conversion ratio. So I was wondering which cryptocurrencies will be able to redeemed for your G Gold token. Did you get my
So
question?
yeah, so you asked about like what kind of cryptocurrency will Gecko be tradable into, right?
Yes, redeemed for. Yes, correct.
Okay, okay, so right now we only want people to trade into Geek Gold, but in the future when we finish our bridge, then if we able to bridge more token into our chains, and have more token into our games, then you can able to swap it over to like stable coins like BUSD or the Gig chain stable coins. But now we only able to exchange Geek Gold to our Geek tokens, and when you earn that Geek tokens, then you can bring them to trade for another type of stable coins or any coin that you liked.
Okay, understood. Okay, final question. So you said that you are developing a layer 2 blockchain. So I'm curious that is this layer 2 blockchain being developed on the BSC chain or any other blockchain?
Right now, the game is developed on the Binance Smart Chain.
Okay, got it. Thank you so much for answering. Over to you, Glenn.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you for the question, Syed. Let's move to Aisha. You had a question for the Geek Protocol team. Go ahead.
Yeah, thanks, Glenn. So you said that Geekland will release stable coins pegged to fiat currencies where US dollar, euro, pound, and others. I was wondering how will you create and maintain massive reserve of fiat currencies as a collateral, assuring the stable value of your stable coins?
If you understand the stable coins, then it will be like the USD or the USDTs. So for Gigland, you will be so we will have our stable coins like GUSD or GEUR, G pounds, and others, and um, so yeah, that is how our stable coin will be, and that the price of the stable coin will be equal to like $1, like such as the GUSD would be equal to like $1, and the G euro would be equal to like euro in the normal market, like on the Binance Smart Chain, like as you can see.
Okay. And it's mentioned on your white paper that you are developing your own cross-chain DEX platform utilizing Geek chain technology. I was wondering, will you going to have your own liquidity for your decentralized exchange, or you will be getting liquidity from PancakeSwap? How will that work?
Uh, Basically on our chain. So of course we will provide the liquidities, and our aim is to not only not only the project, the owner token can provide the liquidity, but everyone can provide the liquidity to their token.
Okay, got it. And you also have your own Geek wallet. I was thinking, which cryptocurrencies are supported by Geek wallet?
Yes, so this is the Geek wallet will be multi-chain wallet, and basically you can use the Binance Smart Chain or Ethereum's chain, or in the future we have the Geek chain. So for the stable coin on there, you can use the BNB or Ethereum's or any other stable coins.
Understood. And what type of security features and encryption do Geek wallet has?
So Gig Wallets is a non-custodial wallet, and you can send, receive, or trade on our Gig Wallet. And in the future, we focus on launching the Google extension of the Gig Wallet. So that is some features about the Gig Wallet.
Okay. Do you think Geek wallet can compete with MetaMask or Trust wallet?
Um, Sorry, what do you mean about that?
I'm saying, can Geek wallet compete with MetaMask or Trust wallet?
Sorry, I don't really understand that question at all, but maybe you can type in our Telegram channels and some of our moderator will answer, or when the AMA ends, I will answer that questions.
Okay, I'll do that. Okay, I was also wondering, do Geek quiz include questions from the articles in Geek University?
Yes, of course. So all of our topics on Geek University, we will try to expand as much as possible. But the Geek quizzes will be very easy to understand, easy to answer, and it will cover all the topics that we have launched on the Geek Universities. And each day we will try to launch as much information as possible on both Geek Quiz and the Geek Universities.
Okay, and I also want to know, will there be any limit on number of quizzes a user can take in 24 hours?
Okay, so as I have mentioned for the game modes, so for the Gig versus Spot, this is something that we call the Crypto Planet. Here you can play as many times as you want, and we have over 10,000 questions. So the question will not be repeated. But on the special sessions, you only so there will be 10 questions, but you can only fail 3 times if you miss if you have incorrect or 4 incorrect questions, then your time's out and you need to wait for another 24 hours to play that special session again.
Understood. Thank you. Thank you so much for answering.
Thank you for the questions, Aisha. Yeah, maybe we can do a recap for anyone who's joined in the second half of the AMA today. Yeah, for anyone, do a recap on the first half and anything we might have missed that you wanted to cover today for the community investors.
Yeah, so to kind of probably give you a bit of a roundup, exactly. So the kind of main project we have here is the kind of Geek Network, Geek Chain, Geek University, and ultimately the Geek Quiz. So the Geek Quiz is we're focusing on attracting new users into the crypto sphere. And they will be educated using the Geek University, and then can use the Geek Quiz app where they can play to earn the Geek Gold, and then through they can kind of put their knowledge into practice to take part in different quizzes. It's going to be either player versus computer, player versus PvP, or then there's going to be kind of like a daily, every 24-hour access to kind of a higher earning quiz. We are currently 24 hours away from the end of the pre-sale, and the soft cap was reached, and yes, we're just under 24 hours to go now. We're at 105 BNB, and yeah, we're really positive. Everything's going in the right direction. I hope we were able to answer most people's questions in here. So yeah, that's kind of a bit of a roundup for you guys.
Okay, thank you very much. It's been great speaking to McCrogan, and I'm not sure the name of the lady that's been speaking today. She was a great speaker for the Geek project also. It's been great. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the future with the Geek protocol and the Geek chain as it advances forward, and obviously the educational resources you're building around the quizzes and the social fire and Geek University for people new to crypto, and beginning developers and people how to read smart contracts and create smart contracts. That's going to be great. Progressing crypto into the future as we go mainstream. So yeah, I'll finish the record and send over a copy for you to share with your community. I'll send that to the main chat for our investors as well that couldn't join the call today. And thank you very much for the Geek team for coming today.
Thanks very much for having us, guys. And yeah, please make sure you get following us on the socials, and just keeping your finger on the pulse with the developments of what's going on. But yeah, thanks so much for having us today, and thanks to everyone for joining and listening to what we had to say for you guys today. So yeah, really appreciate it, and good luck in the future, and get involved with the project. Thanks very much.
Yeah, if anyone's got any questions after the AMA, we've got the socials in the main chat. You can head over there. And as we say, welcome to us for research and educational purposes. It's not financial advice, but like we always say to the community investors, check out the website, the white paper, the official socials. They're in our main chat. And yeah, I'm sure you can get a link to the pre-sale if you want to get involved after you've done your research. Thank you very much.
Thanks very much, guys.